Welcome to our video. This video is about debating system using British parliamentary system with the motion this House supports social credit system.
Honorable Speaker, the members of the House, and fellow citizens, I will present the government's position on the motion this House supports social credit system. As the Prime Minister, I believe that social credit system stands as a potent tool in shaping a society founded on accountability, responsibility, and conscientious citizenship. The social credit system is a Chinese government policy system that rates each citizen based on their behavior. It judges people by their points or credits. It is similar to the national rating and blacklist system developed by the Chinese government. This system has an impact on the life of citizens in China, where if the points are low, it will be difficult to apply for jobs, their children cannot attend favorite schools, and so on. The system began to be developed in the early 90s as part of an effort to facilitate financial assessment in the rural areas, where individuals and small business entities often lack financial documents. In 2014, the Chinese government announced plans to design the social credit system as a national system that would assess citizens' behavior and belief in all aspects of their life. The system is managed by the National Development and Reform Commission, the People's Bank of China, and the Supreme People's Court. The system aims to increase trust in society and regulate intellectual property and financial fraud. By providing incentives for positive behavior and discouraging action that are detrimental to the social fabric, the social credit system fosters a culture of mutual respect and responsibility. It offers a path to a more harmonious society where everyone is motivated to contribute positively to spreading a cycle of goodwill and responsible behavior. As I mentioned earlier, the social credit system serves as a powerful mechanism to foster a society built on accountability, responsibility, and conscientious citizenship. This is achieved by evaluating individual behavior and providing incentives for positive action as well as discouraging behaviors that could be detrimental to society. By tracking various aspects of behavior and providing transparent feedback, the program holds individuals accountable for their action. By rewarding socially responsible behavior and encouraging community involvement, the system promotes a sense of responsibility for the well-being of society. The system aims to foster ethical behavior, build trust, and create common goals among citizens, fostering a cohesive community where mutual support and shared responsibility flourish. Despite criticism, proponents argue that with strict regulation and transparent implementation, the system can emphasize societal values without compromising individual freedoms, ultimately striving for a society where citizens actively contribute to a better world. When implemented in an ethical and transparent manner, the social credit system has the capacity to deter antisocial behavior by rewarding positive behavior and demonstrating the potential consequences of negative action. It is a catalyst for building trust within society through recognition of trustworthy behavior and clear and transparent evaluation. In addition, the system serves as a mechanism to reward those who actively contribute to community improvement, whether through volunteering, compliance with laws, or support for communal goals, thereby reinforcing the value of positive contribution. The influence of the social credit system not only shapes individual behavior, but can also have a major impact on governance and technological advancement. By integrating the system into governance, it serves as a catalyst for innovation. Its implementation encourages the development of technological solutions that streamline administrative procedures and improve public service. Through data analysis and algorithmic frameworks, it can optimize resource allocation, improve service delivery, and create more efficient government operation. The integration of these technologies not only benefits citizens by providing better services, but also improve the overall efficiency and effectiveness of governance. Where there are concerns regarding privacy and potential abuse, strict regulation and transparency measures can protect against abuse. With the right checks and balances, we can harness the benefits of this system without compromising individual freedoms. Moreover, the system instills a deep sense of collective responsibility. It empowers individuals by drawing a direct correlation between their action and the progress of society. By rewarding positive behavior, the social credit system aligns personal aspiration with collective well-being, propelling us toward a future where each individual's action contributes to a bigger and brighter collective vision. It underscores the importance of each individual's role in shaping a better tomorrow, fostering a sense of purpose and a shared commitment to societal progress. Therefore, the government supports the potential of the social credit system in developing a society where positive contributions are rewarded, social bonds are strengthened, and a sense of collective responsibility propels us toward a brighter future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable speaker and distinguished members of the House. As the leader of opposition, I acknowledge the potential benefits that the Prime Minister has outlined regarding the social credit system. I stand firmly in opposition to its implementation. The Prime Minister asserts that social credit system could lead to a more harmonious society founded on accountability and responsibility. However, my first point revolves around the potential erosion of individual liberties. The extensive surveillance required for the system to function raises serious concerns about privacy and autonomy. In countries where similar systems have been implemented, such as China, citizens find themselves under constant scrutiny. This undermines the very values we aim to protect in a democratic society, potentially leading to a society where people feel constantly observed and hesitant to express their opinions freely. Secondly is the arbitrary judgments that come with the scoring system. Since there's no universal agreement on criteria and evaluations can be biased, it possesses a big problem. This might lead to suppressing different opinions or discriminating against specific groups. Imagine a situation where a government doesn't have a clear, fair rules for its social credit system. In this case, the government might unfairly punish... Okay.
So, why you say that government doesn't have a clear and fair rules, and what is your can you provide what is the evidence of that? And why you say that the government doesn't have a clear and fair rules for its social credit system?
Because in a country where there are minorities of certain groups, there would be biased evaluation about some minorities groups, so their judgment about social credit system can be biased. Okay, so yeah, as I said before, in this case, the government might unfairly punish certain behaviors or opinions, making it hard for people to express different views. This is crucial in democratic society where diverse opinions should be encouraged. Furthermore, the social credit system has the potential to create social stratification and discrimination, as individuals with lower scores may face barriers in various aspects in life. In China, for example, where a similar system is in place, reports indicate instances where citizens with low scores experience difficulties in securing employment, education opportunities, and even travel privileges, perpetuating inequalities stifling social mobility. Another significant concern is the lack of proper protections for individual rights. The Prime Minister suggests that strict rules and openness can prevent the social credit system from harming personal freedoms. However, the reality is different. There are cases of personal information being misused and data breaches happening. People who are wrongly penalized often don't have a reliable way to fix the issues. This raises doubts about how effective the safeguards really are in protecting individuals from potential harm. Lastly, bringing the social credit system into government, as the Prime Minister suggests, might unintentionally stop new ideas and discourage different opinions. When societies reward sticking to the usual way and punish doing things differently, it becomes a problem. These can hold back creative thinking and diverse viewpoints, stopping progress in society instead of helping it grow. In conclusion, even though the social credit system has some advantages in encouraging good behavior, we must not overlook the serious risk it bringing to personal freedom, privacy, and democratic principles. As the leader of the opposition, this House urges to everyone to think about the potential long-term problems and unintended consequences of this system. We need to focus on protecting individual freedoms and keeping a society that values differences, allows people to voice their opinions, and ensures everyone's basic rights are respected. It's crucial to strike a balance that promotes positive behavior without compromising our fundamental values. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as committee members of this assembly, I appreciate the Leader of Opposition comprehensive overview of the potential pitfalls associated with the social credit system. While the Prime Minister argues that this system could foster a harmonious society based on accountability, and my role as Deputy Prime Minister compels me to address some key points raised by the Leader of Opposition. Foremost, it is imperative to acknowledge and address the valid concern raised regarding individual liberties and privacy within the ambit of extensive surveillance. Although the Prime Minister underscores the positive outcomes of accountability, it is paramount not to overlook the potential erosion of personal freedoms. However, a critical consideration lies in recognizing that the design and implementation of the social credit system can undergo refinement to strike a delicate balance between accountability and privacy. This ensures that the system serves its intended purpose without compromising the fundamental tenets of democratic values. Addressing the Leader of Opposition rightful emphasis on the arbitrary judgment associated with the scoring system, it is acknowledged that there is a lack of universal consensus on criteria and a potential for bias evaluation. As the Deputy Prime Minister, I propose the establishment of a transparent and inclusive framework. This framework will involve public consultation and input to delineate the criteria for scoring, thereby mitigating the risk of suppressing diverse opinions and ensuring that the system is fair, just, and reflective of the values inherent in a democratic society. Valid concern pertaining to social stratification and discrimination have been raised. However, it is within our purview to design safeguards that prevent the misuse of scores and protect individuals from unwarranted consequences. The government is unwavering in its commitment to implementing robust legal and regulatory frameworks. This commitment is aimed at ensuring that the social credit system does not become a tool for discrimination, but instead serve as a mechanism for encouraging positive behavior. The valid concern raised about the potential stifling of new ideas and discouragement of different opinions is knowledge. Nevertheless, a well-designed social credit system can act as a catalyst for positive change without impeding creative thinking. The government is dedicated to fostering an environment where the system complements innovation, rewards diverse viewpoints, and encourages progress rather than hindering it. So in conclusion, while fully acknowledging the challenges highlighted by a Leader of Opposition, it is crucial to recognize the potential benefits of the social credit system in promoting accountability and responsible behavior. As the Deputy Prime Minister, I reassure you that we are fully committed to addressing the concerns raised, revealing the system to align with democratic principles and safeguarding individual freedoms and privacy. Together, we can find a delicate balance that allows youth to harness the benefit of accountability without compromising our fundamental democratic values. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, educator and distinguished member of the House. As the leader of other oppositions, my position as deputy leader of oppositions, I also acknowledge the potential benefits the Prime Minister has outlined regarding the social credit system. But we have different opinions regarding to these motions. The Chinese government is developing the social credit system (SCAs) as scheduled for full launch in 2020. The SCAs monitors the behavior of citizens and business, ranking them according to social credits or reputations by rewarding desirable behavior and punishing bad ones, and government hopes to foster the trustworthiness in its people. As of now, the SCAs consist of blacklist people Sanctions of fraud, tax evasions, court order, and safety violations. People on the blacklist can be banned from flying over working in state firms or even have internet speed lowered. The blacklist and publics and employers are discouraged from hiring those on the list. We oppose this type of ideas as it really judgmental and no freedom in it. As mentioned by our leader oppositions, but the arbitrary judgments can come with the score system. Since there is no universal agreement on the criteria and evaluations can be biased, this possesses a big problem and this might lead to suppressing different opinions of discriminations against specific groups. Imagine a situation where the government doesn't have clear, fair rules for the social credit systems. In this case, government might unfairly punish certain people and be biased, and still chance about this happens, especially with this high-rank people. As mentioned by the Deputy of the Prime Minister, concerns pertaining to social stratifications and discriminations have been raised. However, it's still within our purview to design safeguard that prevents the misuse of scoring and protect individuals from unwarranted consequences. The government is unwavering its commitment to implementing robust legal and regulatory frameworks. This commitment is aimed at ensuring that the social credit system does not become tools for discrimination, but instead serve as a mechanism for encouraging positive behavior. As we opposition teams still find this hard to implement, since this still causes different views that people have. Not everyone is the same, judging someone's behavior with score system and put them in punishment for doing what they want and doing small unforgivable mistakes such as buying such a much video games smoking in public so can lead to serious problem in the future, even with small mistakes. Continuing mentioning about since algorithms are made by humans, they inherently contains human bias. Thus, the decisions of what is good or bad behavior has serious implications. For example, the same understanding of video games as negative traits is clearly debatable, but holds serious consequences for gamers, such as racial profiling of the surfaces in the crime prediction algorithm is obviously discrimination. Leveling act of a deviance often result in stigma, decreased life changes and higher rate of repeated offending. Stigma requires an audience, and what better way to shame someone defaming them through a nationwide reputation system. This may harm an even individual chances of rehabilitations, often offer as an offense of mistakes. In conclusions, even though the social credit system has some advantage in encouraging good behavior, but still, judging people by algorithm and labeling people is never right. It's vital to basic human rights. Judging people by others' judgments is never right because of different point of view of human have is biased. This policy gives us priority access based on judgment, and it's not even medical. Further, SCS adjusts your score based on your friends and associates ours. A friend whose bad action lower the credit score may drag you down as well, punishing innocent people, and it's never fair for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as a judge and distinguished participants, I stand before you today as a member for the government in support of the implementation of the social credit system, a progressive and transformative approach to societal governance that holds the promise of fostering responsible citizenship, enhancing social harmony, and steering our communities toward a brighter future. At the core of our argument lies the belief that a well-designed social credit system rooted in technology and behavioral incentive can be a powerful tool for shaping a social where individual actions contribute positively to the collective well-being. We, as the government, assert that the social credit system is a forward-thinking mechanism that incentivizes positive behavior by assigning scores based on individual contribution to society. This approach serves as a catalyst for cultivating a culture for responsibility, accountability, and civic engagement, where rewarding actions that benefit the community, such as volunteering, environmental stewardship, and ethical business practice, the social credit system becomes a driving force for positive societal change. And the first statement that I must state that the social credit system is necessary to promote social and economic development. The system will provide a comprehensive view of an individual's behavior and contributions to society, which can be used to allocate resources and opportunities more effectively. This will enable us to identify areas where interventions is necessary to address social issues and promote economic growth. Second statement is the social credit system will help to reduce social inequality and promote fairness. The system will take into account an individual circumstance and provide appropriate incentives and penalties based on their behavior. This will ensure that those who contribute positively to society are rewarded, while those who engage in negative behavior are held accountable. And my last statement, where the social credit system will promote trust and cooperation within society. The system will provide individuals with a clear understanding of the expectations and norms of society, which will enable them to make informed decisions and act in a responsible manner. This will foster a culture of trust and cooperation, which is essential for building strong communities and promoting social cohesion. In addressing concerns about privacy, the government emphasizes that a robust social credit system can be designed with stringent safeguards to protect personal information. Responsible data management practice, encryption, and transparency in system operation are essential components that can alleviate worries about unwarranted intrusion. The potential benefits such as a system in ways to ranging from crime reduction to enhance public safety that underscore the importance of finding a delicate balance between societal progress and individual privacy. Ladies and gentlemen, we as the government advocates for embracing the transformative potential of a social credit system by fostering a culture of responsibility, enhancing social harmony, and mitigating social inequalities. This approach represents a step toward a more inclusive and sustainable future. We, the government, recognizes the need for thoughtful design, strict safeguards, and public engagement in shaping such a system, and we believe that with careful consideration, a social credit system can be cornerstone for building a more responsible and harmonious society. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges and fellow debaters, as the member of the oppositions, I would like to support the argument from the leader of the oppositions that oppose the motion that support the social credit system. While proponents argue that it promotes social harmony and encourages responsible behavior, we contend that this system poses significant threats to personal privacy, individual freedom, and the potential for abuse by those in power. As the leader of the opposition said before, first and foremost, the social credit system raised a grave concern regarding personal privacy. This system relies on extensive data collection and surveillance to monitor and evaluate individuals' behavior and actions. The constant surveillance of citizens' activities, both online and offline, infringes upon their right to privacy and personal autonomy. This level of intrusive monitoring creates a society where individuals feel constantly watched and obligated to conform to the government's standards, eroding the fundamental principle of freedom and autonomy. Furthermore, the social credit system has the potential to lead to social discriminations and exclusions. The system assigns score to individuals based on their behavior, which can be used to determine access to various resources and opportunities. This creates a two-tier society where individuals with low score might face discrimination in employment, education, housing, and even social interactions. Such as a system undermines the principle of equality and fairness, as it becomes a tool to reward conformity rather than
Additionally, the social credit system is susceptible to abuse the manipulations by those in power. In the system, centralized control and decision-making in the hand of a few, allowing the government to determine what is considered good or bad behavior. These concentrations of power raise concern about transparency, accountability, and potential for misuse. Without appropriate checks and balance, the system can be exploited to suppress dissent, marginalize minority groups, and stifle individual expressions and freedom of thought. Moreover, the social credit system creates a culture of fear and conformity. The constant monitoring and potential consequence for deviating from the government standard create a chilling effect on free expression and independent thinking. In such an environment, people may be hesitant to express their opinions, challenge the status quo, or engage in activities that are deemed unfavorable by the system. This stifles creativity, innovations, and the progress of society as a whole. Lastly, the social credit system undermines the principle of forgiveness and personal growth. By permanently labeling and penalizing individuals based on past mistakes or unreasonable behavior, the system discourages rehabilitation and second chance. It fails to recognize the potential for personal growth and redemption, denying individuals the opportunity to learn from their mistakes and contribute positively to society. In conclusion, while proponents of the society credit system argue that it promotes social cohesion and responsible behavior, we firmly believe that it poses significant threats to personal privacy, individual freedom, and the potential of abuse. The system is intrusive surveillance, potential for discrimination, and erosion of autonomy and privacy outweigh any potential benefit it may offer. As responsible citizens, we must prioritize the protection of individual rights, personal freedom, and the principle of an open, inclusive society. For these reasons, we strongly oppose the motions that support the social credit system. Thank you.
Good afternoon, respected judges, my worthy opponents, and ladies and gentlemen. As it is said before, a social credit system is a mechanism that assigns scores to individuals based on their behavior, activities, and interaction in society. The scores can influence access to various services, benefits, or restrictions. The concept is often associated with efforts to promote responsible behavior and trust within a community. The government also supports the social credit system, offers a path to a more harmonious society where everyone is motivated to contribute positively, thus creating a cycle of goodwill and responsible behavior. However, the government's core social credit system can be a complement to innovation, rewards diverse viewpoints, and encourages progress rather than hindering it. Positive consequences of a social credit system include encouraging responsible behavior. It can incentivize individuals to engage in socially responsible actions such as volunteering, adhering to laws, and promoting community well-being. Financial opportunities. Those with high social credits scores may enjoy better access to financial services, including loans and favorable interest rates, rewarding responsible financial behavior. Enhanced trust in transactions. The system can contribute to increased trust in various transactions, both online and offline, as individuals with the higher scores are perceived as more reliable. Community building. By fostering a sense of accountability, the social credit system may encourage community engagement and cooperation, leading to stronger social bonds. For this various reason, the government supports the social credit system is good for life, is subjective and depends on individual's perspective. It can lead to a more responsible and trustworthy society, fostering positive behavior and cooperation. It also has the potential to enhance social stability and provide benefits to those with higher scores. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this benefic member of this House, the leader of the opposition, has eloquently presented our concern regarding the social credit system. I stand resolutely to reinforce the imperative reason why the system must not find a place in our society. Firstly, the erosion of individual liberties looms unanimously with extensive surveillance, risking privacy and autonomy. Similar systems elsewhere have already shown the chilling effect on freedom of expression. Secondly, the arbitrary judgment inherent in the system lacking universal criteria raise grave concern of bias evolution and the suppression of diverse opinion. The potential for discrimination against certain group cannot be understated. Moreover, the social credit system capability to exacerbate social stratification is deeply troubling. Reports from analogous system reveal a grim reality where individuals with lower score face hindrance in employment, education, and even travel, a perpetuation in inequality and a blow to social mobility. The inequality of protection for individual rights compounds this issue. Despite claim of safeguard, case of data misquote and inadequate response for those wrongly penalty persists, casting doubt on the system's ability to protect personal freedom. Lastly, the danger of stifling innovation and diversity of thought cannot be ignored. Rewarding conformity while penalizing unique hampers progress and halt the evolution of our society. In conclusion, while acknowledge the positive encourage good behavior, we cannot turn a blind eye to the systematic threat it possesses to personal freedom and democratic principles. Let us prioritize safeguarding individual liberties and nurturing a society that celebrates difference, uphold freedom of expression, and respect fundamental rights. The potential long-term respectation of the system demands our utmost consideration and rejection. I urge this House to stand firm in rejecting the social credit system. Its aim to reinforce the key concern and argument against the implementation of the social credit system, ensuring the leader of the opposition stance will emphasizing the need to prioritize individual freedom and democratic values.